That's pretty pure. So we got the Titleist 2 iron. What's your stock yardage with that, Ledger?
Carry 235, 240 is what I usually carry if I'm just stalking it out there. And if I want to jump on it, I can get it probably 10 more yards than that. Or if I want to hit it low, I'll carry it less and roll it further.
You said you're gonna go play a tournament at Oak Valley. What tournament is that?
Yeah, that's in 2 weeks. I got the PGA Tour Canada qualifying school.
Okay,
So
and you told me it was gonna be really windy, and I just saw you hit that. It was a pretty medium trajectory, and I asked you if that was gonna be pretty good for Oak Valley where it gets windy. So this would be just about right on a lot of holes.
For sure, yeah. I mean, it's windy, but this 2 iron comes out with such little spin.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not too worried about the flight. It's never gonna get too high, and I don't have to try to hit it low to keep it under the wind. It just kind of rides through it.
Okay, cool. See you another one. Yeah, it's a good ball. So yeah, I mean, we were just talking earlier. You got this tournament coming up, and you want to prepare for that specific course and conditions. And we basically can almost guarantee it's going to be windy, huh?
For sure.
Yeah.
Every time out there.
So earlier you were just working on hitting a lot of knockdowns, getting the ball flight lower, taking spin off, so the wind has a less effect on the ball. We got more control.
For sure. Yeah, definitely. And spin has a lot to do with it. It's definitely tougher for me being a high spin guy. I kind of attack down on it with a lot of speed, and it kind of throws it up in the air. But I mean, if I keep my tempo smooth, and it stays good.
So as you can see, Ledger's going to change his practice regimen to fit the course and tournament he's playing. Like, yeah, he played PGA Tour qualifier for Farmers down in my hometown at Twin Oaks. It plays like a 6,300 yard course.
That was driver wedge.
Driver wedge every hole. So he's not gonna. Before there, he's gonna start working on only his wedges, distance control. Who actually got through, right? Yeah. So, and now he's going to Oak Valley. So his whole practice structure is gonna change depending on where he's going. He's not gonna come out here and do the same things every day, or work on a lot of wedges if that's not what's gonna happen at that tournament.
Definitely. You definitely want to prepare. And I guess the big thing is when you're down here playing tours down here, every course is pretty much the same.
Yeah.
You're playing desert golf. There's not much wind. You're kind of throwing everything up in the air, trying to get close to the tight pins. But every once in a while, you'll have a course that's a little bit different, like I have coming up, where it's windy and you got to be able to hit the ball down. And so I got a week and a half to prepare for that, and I won't hit one shot where I'm trying to throw it up in the air for the next week and a half. Every shot I'll try to see coming right out of the same window. Coach will know that there's many ways of doing it.
You gotta coach to that person. Like I said, like I'm gonna kind of profile you just by the way you're dressed. I'm like, oh, he's got this faux hawk going. He's got these cool Oakley glasses, yellow pants. So I'm gonna try to fit everything we work on around that, so everything's comfortable to you and it's easier for you to pick up on. If I'm gonna throw down some alignment rods, I tell you to straighten your feet and get these hips square and the shoulders square.
No good. I won't break 80.
You won't break 80. And too many coaches are just confined to their own way of thinking.
For sure.
Oh, jeez. Can you get back there, Ledger?
What's that?
Can you get to that other tee box?
I mean, if I swing out of my shoes.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good,
but
though.
I'm gonna keep my shoes on today, though.
What's your ball speed and distance carry? Like ball speed and carry with the driver, yeah.
My ball speed's around upper 170s, with probably mid 170s in the tournament when I'm swinging smooth, and I don't know what I carry it down here.
Goes far.
I don't know. Yeah, it goes far. Like if you step on one with no spin, you can get it out there pretty good. So.
Yeah. What's your height and weight?
I'm 5'11", 180. Okay. My weight changes a lot depending on what I eat. So I'll say 180 today, but tomorrow could be 185 if I have some good food tonight. So.
If you play well in tournament, you have a little extra cash, might
exactly.
Go to the steakhouse.
Exactly.
Oh, that's flushed. So I mean, that's what a good instructor can do. A good instructor can do is work around your own swing. So when you went Andy, he wasn't like, let's get you squared up, or let's go get you at backswing more straight back and on plane. He was just kind of like, let's kind of affect the face, basically.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's the kind of coach that I get along with real good. The guy that's worried about the ball and the face at impact. Because there's a lot of coaches that want to change what's going on up here, and they change on what's going on up here. They got to change these. They got to change this. So.
Dude, I like it. We're onto something.
I don't plan on changing anything. So.
Okay, Ledger, what's one of the hardest things you've learned about being a professional golfer?
Hardest thing, it's the best. It's the best life in the world. So there's not much hard about it. I mean, obviously, the competition you're playing with is way better than as an amateur, and I mean, yeah, the hard part is probably the mental, staying confident, knowing that every day you put in, all the work you put in is going to pay off, and it doesn't pay off day to day. You don't go practice for a week and then all of a sudden start shooting 4 strokes lower.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. So the hardest part's trusting what you're doing and trusting that it's all going to pay off at the end of the day.
Okay, so how long have you been a professional golfer for, Ledger?
I turned professional end of August, so whatever many months that is.
Okay, and what would you tell somebody maybe who's aspiring to be a professional golfer that they may not know? Maybe how much money you make, or like you're saying, the competition's really good.
Mm-hmm.
We're out here in Arizona. Gateway Tour's pretty decent. I mean, it's not, probably E-Golf Tour beats it by a little, but it's probably maybe the second best one around. You know?
Yeah, it's definitely tough starting out. It's I mean, you're not playing the mini tours to really profit and start a family on kind of thing.
Yeah.
You're more just doing it to get better.
Yeah.
And so that's the biggest thing I would say, especially if you're turning professional. You really want to see each tournament as a preparation for later on. That's kind of how I've seen it. You don't see it as a final result, because at the end of the day, what's a gateway event when you want to be playing in majors?
Yeah.
Like a gateway event is nothing. So you don't take it too seriously. Like work your butt off, but don't go think that if you play bad in a gateway event or an e-golf event that it's the end of the world. You're not good enough. So
Yeah.
that's kind of what I would tell them.
Would you say, like, basically this is the stepping stone towards a tour that is sanctioned with the PGA? So PGA Tour Canada, Asia Tour, Japan Tour, PGA China, because that way the purses are going to be higher and you start getting some world ranking points, which helps.
Definitely, yeah, definitely. The mini tours is a great way to improve for those tours. Exactly. So I'm hoping to have status on the Canadian Tour this summer, and that's where it kind of matters a little more, where you actually,
depending on how you play, and that's going to get you closer to the PGA Tour. Right now, Gateway, you could be #1 every week and not get to the PGA Tour.
Exactly.
And there's guys who are #1 on the money list, making $80,000 a year, and don't get their PGA Tour card at the end during Q School.
Exactly. So, yeah, it's definitely just preparation, and it's good. It's good if you can look at it like that. If you can look at it as a way to get better and work on your game. I mean, there's no better way to get better than playing tournaments. Gabriel Ryder, PGA.
Gabriel Ryder here, PGA Tour driven, the movement towards improvement. You know what it is. We ripping it all day. Get money. I'm broke. Go over here, first hole, playing with my boy Andrew, the legend Ledger. It is what it is. So, it's a busy day. We'll probably try to film 3 or 4 holes out here. Get inside of Ledger's mind. All right, we want to kind of crawl in there, dive in deep, explore the depths of his little brain, and see what information we can pull out of him. There's nothing in my brain.